Whatever you give your attention to, you give your love to. To pay attention, to have something as the object of your focus, is to give love to it. Whatever you're giving attention to is where the intensity of your love, the flow of your life energy is flowing. Think about it. Throughout the day, you're giving attention to so many things. Let's just say you're even doing something for a family member. You're giving attention to the task at hand that you're doing for the family member. You have the family member in the focus of your attention for which you are doing the current thing. It is a form of love, giving energy to. When you're doing your work, you're giving attention to the work. That is why the quality of your work is directly proportional and dependent on the quality of your attention that you're attributing to the work. If your work is done very, very, non-attentively and carelessly, the quality of your work will not be good. But if it is done with full attention, it is full of love. It produces the best result. Similar to the cooking, right? Like when people cook for you with love, like cooking with love is not just an expression, it is actual truth. The food itself will have a sort of a different quality to it when it is produced with attention. So you see, when we speak of self-love, it is about now taking the attention away from all the things that you constantly give attention to, the world and its diversity of experience, and bring the attention inward onto yourself. And this is the deepest form of self-love. I'm not speaking of the self-love that is usually talked about in the world, which is usually all about maybe doing things for the body, that give value to the body, or mentally affirming, I am worthy, I am loved. You see, all these things are very, very temporary. These are sort of just things to make your personal self feel better. However, it's very surface level. And it constantly needs maintenance. No matter how much you affirm, I am worthy, I am loved, I love myself, soon doubts will creep in. And you will need to again and again maintain and reaffirm, oh no, I am loved, and you will need to overcome those doubts. So it's very surface level. It's not love. The deepest form of self-love is to give oneself attention. How so? By giving attention to yourself rather than the thoughts that are arising right now, rather than the emotions that may be present, rather than the activity of the world, rather than whatever you got going on. It is to sort of give yourself the gift of some quiet time away from all concerns, all doubts, all fears, all goals, all activity, all entertainment, all stimulation. And being here and bringing one's self into the focus of our attention. So direct the attention right now to your sense of self. There's a deep, intimate sense of me present here, a sense of I, which is at the center of all your thinking, all your feeling, all your doing. Bring this under your focus. Taking the attention away from the thinking or the feeling or the doing and bringing it to the sense of I, the sense of me. you will see as you do this, I say direct your attention to this, but you will see that the more you direct your attention to this sense of me, the more you will notice that you're not really focusing on anything. It is actually a lapse of objective focus because the self is not an object to focus on. It is just the subject, right, that is doing the focusing. But the pointer that I give you now, to focus on the sense of me, of the sense of I am. This is the deepest form of self-love. Here you will notice there is no concern, there is no thought, there is no activity. In order for those to arise, we must again bring our attention to them. Before this few moments that you're here with me, we're totally relinquishing any need to go outward. No concern is important, no thought is important, no feeling, no sensation, no idea, no concept. Simply bringing the attention to this sense of me and resting in this emptiness. Or in other words, also this fullness of being, this fullness of me. Me unlimited by any concept or idea. Me without any additions. Pure I amness, pure me-ness. Rather than I am this, I am that, I am doing this, I am doing that, I am becoming this, I am becoming that. Simply just being me. Or even simpler, just being. And keeping this me in acknowledgement, giving attention to myself. Rest in this sense of me. Isolate the sense of I, and you will see that all your doubts and fears and negative self-talk that make you want to chase things like self-love, that make you want to do a million affirmations about self-love, those doubts themselves begin to just fade away in this silence. They no longer have the capacity to arise and pull you in. That self-love becomes the place where you are established, from where you approach experience. Don't for a second think that there is any other form of self-love that is worth giving attention to. This is the deepest and the only self-loving, to give attention to oneself, to have oneself under the attention, excluding all else, excluding even the idea of other, else. Pure being, knowing myself, me, I. And you will see naturally, to love oneself is to love others as well. And this is a sort of quality which will develop naturally without your doing anything about it. But you give attention to yourself and let the rest develop. Thanks for watching this video. Just two things before you go. If you want to learn how to implement the teaching that we cover on this channel in a step-by-step format and really develop your understanding of it in a faster way, make sure to watch my free 1-hour class that I'm offering right now. And second, if you want to work with me personally to help you dissolve mind identification and return to peace through self-inquiry, check out my program down below. It's called the Higher Consciousness Shift. Enrollments are now open, so just check out the details and book your free call, and we'll see if it's right for you. That's all I have for you today. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.